Hello and welcome to Polly Knits. The blog is knitting-polly.blogspot.com. Oh, I just kicked something. um, I moved a little bit to try to fix the light. So I'm Polly Knits on Instagram and on Ravelry and Polly81. My name's Paul Cessna on YouTube. Sorry for the moving, but here's Coco. And this is Polly Knits. It's March 19th, my birthday, and I'm recording. My partner is at jury duty. I did get myself a new cell phone for my birthday, and I tried to record on it, but you can't get it onto the computer, so I'll just use the webcam. I'm fine with that. I'm just showing off my projects, Coco. Today I'm drinking water. Big surprise. Alright. So I did do some show notes this week. It helps me stay on track and it helps me remember what I'm saying. Alright, Coco. So, let's see here. I didn't really write in here what I'm up to, what I've been up to, but the last few Fridays I haven't found a good time to record. I had my nephews over, and then last Friday I had my partner got off jury duty early when I was gonna record, so I just said forget it. And yeah, but I got some time now, so we'll see if this works. I wrote no finished objects in my show notes, but I was wrong. I do have a finished object, and I'm going to show it later when I have the sewing segment. But, works in progress. Coco, do you want down, or do you want to say hi again? Okay, here you go. The first whip I will show you is called Sports. That is not the color. These are neon pink. The neon pink top, and the bottom is just gray. This is a Michaels brand, Impeccable. I use it quite a bit because I really like this yarn. It's 100% acrylic, it's soft, it's nice to work with. It has 268 yards, 245 meters. There's a pattern for a cabled hat on the ball band. And I've used this yarn in a sweater. I've used this yarn in these sports. I've made hats. I've made... I have Afghan amounts of it to make things. And yeah, so... This is not quite a review, but if you shop at Michaels Loops and Threads, I think this is decent. I don't care for shiny yarn like on Karen Simply Soft, and I know there's projects that require drape with that, but I prefer more rustic, not shiny, not completely solid. I like that kind of rustic feel. So yeah, I recommend it. And if you're into yarn reviews, I would check out Ross. It smells like yarn because he's actually reviewing everyday yarns that people actually use. So, on these sports, I haven't decided how long I want to make the crotch. It says to knit. It said to knit 8 rows. That wasn't even gonna. Those were gonna be like coochie shorts, booty shorts, or something. I don't know. So I kept knitting. I'm past 15 rows already, so I'm just not sure if I want to start the legs yet. I have no clue. I think I want to knit more. So this is the first pair, and it's kind of a practice for me to see how the pattern works. And then I want to knit a pair in cotton if I really like how they turn out. But For me, I need to test patterns, and I like knitting my patterns multiple times. I'm using a US 5 needle. The Shocking Rose Pink is Vanna's Choice, Lion Brand Vanna's Choice, and I just showed you the gray yarn. Let's see, what did I write in my notes? I pretty much told you everything. My next pair, I want cotton and drapey. And that's what I was thinking about with the Karen Simply Soft, is maybe that yarn will work for the sports, but since I don't really care for the texture of it, I don't know. I have a few skeins of Karen Simply Soft, but I don't really go for it. But maybe I should give it another shot. I don't know. I discontinued that yarn like when I was a new knitter. So in my second work in progress, I'm using the neon yellow, as you guys have seen. Sorry for me reaching. Here's a little body of Toothy Joe. That's the mouth line. And that blue thing is the butt, I believe. It just goes underneath. And if you want to see what the pattern looks like, it's in the book I keep showing. And I've been using these little clippies to keep my book open, which those are cool. And I don't care if I don't think it's going to ruin my book. It's not. It doesn't leave anything on the book. But here's Toothy Joe. And so Kyle picked out the yellow and blue. I just need to get working on that. Kramer Yarns Perfection, Canary Yellow, DK weight, 70% acrylic and 30% merino. I really like that blend. Anytime they put merino and acrylic together is great for me. You still get the great feel of the acrylic and you get the great feel of the wool. I don't know why I like it. I just do. I like 100% acrylic. I like acrylic mixes. I like wool. There's not much I don't like. No time to be picky when there's all these yarns out there. So that was Perfection in the Canary Yellow, and the blue, which you see here, is Kramer Yarns Tatami in the DK. It's a boy colorway. 55 acrylic and 45 cotton. So this is something new for me to mix fibers in one project. And what I have to say about the blue yarn is that I really like it. I kind of want to do a garment in cotton because that's I don't know. It have to be a cotton acrylic blend probably. So this monster has been set aside while I finish other projects, and I'm using a US 4 or 3.5 millimeter. So I just need to crank that out. I just got some arms and legs finished. I didn't even mention it when he was here because I didn't want him to ask about it. He'd be asking, is it done? Is it done? Is it done? So when I write my show notes, I kind of have fun doodling around on my pages. And I drew this 4-leaf clover before I ever went and hung out at the tattoo shop on St. Patrick's Day. And I got me a 4-leaf clover as well. It was on his wall of art, so I went and there's still plastic over it and it's still healing, but it's cool because now I can look at it when I'm knitting, and I'm gonna get more. Definitely get more on my arm. Sorry, it's hard to see. They had all kinds of food and candy and cookies and beer. I should have said that at the beginning. See, this is all messed up. but that's okay. My podcast is special. It's not like anybody else's. Okay, so the next thing I'm working on is the virus shawl, which I have to say the pattern, I really love the pattern. This was so fun to make. And it's not considered a faux yet because it's just covered in ends. And I haven't blocked it, but so I tried to use up all the yarn and I got to the second to last row and I ran out. So I found that gray yarn that I made the flax with and I just did the edge in that. And you can't even tell. It's really pretty. It has all kinds of grays in it. Let's see if I can't see you guys. So yeah, that looks really nice. This is gonna be a present for Mike's mother. Well, we call her our mother, but she's everybody's mom, I guess. Yeah. So that's a virus show. I saw it on Crochet Podcast. I can't remember the name of any crochet podcasts. I have a bad memory. I can't remember podcast names, and I've always struggled with memory. Like, I can't remember if I've posted a question already or if like, online's really bad. I can't remember if you've said something and I go to um, send you a comment or a thought, and then they're like, you already said that. That's fine. So the yarn is Encore yarn. It is 75 acrylic, 25 wool. There's that blend. Plymouth Yarn Company, and the color is just called gray. Oh, I think I just wrote gray on my... I don't know what the color name of that shawl yarn was. I used an H hook, and I believe I had 3 balls of the Encore yarn, previously ripped from another project. Not ripped, left over from another project. And for the video, I keep rewinding it to make sure that I'm starting off the shawl right and ending the shawl right, and then from there I can just zoom. So, and I was wondering, is it called the virus shawl because it grows really fast, or because you want to crochet a million of them? And then I was wondering, maybe it's called the virus shawl because it has all these little, lots and lots of little patterning on it, but I'm still trying to figure out why it's called the virus shawl. It's like a virus for some reason. Okay. So for sewing, I have a finished project. This was, I bought 2 16 by 16 sewing foam, pillow form, and I cut out 17 by 17 squares of fabric, and I just wasn't sure how much seam allowance to leave because I was adding trim or piping. And so this is the first one I made. This is birds with a little yellow pattern on it. And that's the trim. This is just regular trim it was just at Joann's. And it's a lot of fun to do trim, but it's really expensive. I mean, I had a 50% off coupon. It was going to be $20. And the cutter measured around both of my pillow forms with it, and I only had enough to do 1 pillow. So that was like, she did not give me enough. And that's why I chose to do piping on the second pillow. And then right here's where I join the trim. Yeah, and I'm not sure how to finish it off, but I'm just gonna leave it there and whatever, it's on my couch. So that's pillow number 1. And this is pillow number 2. This is the piping that I actually made. So I actually cut the fabric and then I sewed the piping into the fabric first, and then so I already had a sewing line when I added it to the pillow, when I sewed it to the pillow. And I watched a video that the lady actually does it all in one step, and I'm just not that confident in myself to do that with the sewing machine. So I'll show you the join on this one. I actually close these pillows by hand, just a thread and needle. Let's see, so right there, and then I kicked myself because I joined it on top. I should have joined it on the bottom. But you learn every project you make. You learn something new. So, or at least I do. And the reason I wanted to make these pillows is because we need pillows on our couch, and I'm trying to get motivated to start other sewing projects. So if I start off slow, move those. If I start off slow, do a couple small projects, and maybe I'll want to start on my new quilt, on my new bag. I still have the bag in progress from in a pickle knitting, and I'm still in the same place. I don't have motivation to cut anymore. So I'm just going to have to pull up my bootstraps and do it. So, let's see here. I wrote all these notes and I'm not even reading from the notes. So, I said everything I wrote still, but, and then also with the project bag for Minute Pickle Knitting, she has a couple options, which also stops my progress. You could do a zipper pocket, you could do thread guides, or you could do a patch pocket, which doesn't require zippers. So I think my inside pocket's going to be the patch pocket, and my outside pockets are going to be zipper pockets. And that's all the sewing. I won't bore you too much with that. Sorry I don't have all the stuff cut out and here to show you. I will definitely, hopefully I'll have a finished project to show you. Cross stitch, I have not been working on too much. It's in time out. Like I said, it's not lining up right, so I have to fudge it. I might start over. Maybe. Possibly. So that's cross stitch. And I've actually have been spinning. I'm spinning Highland Handmaids on my spinning wheel. It's Superwash BFL, which stands for Blue Faced Leicester. That's a sheep breed, and they're beautiful. They actually, some of them do have blue faces. So I have 8 ounces of the fiber, and I started it in October of 2017. It's been sitting for a while after I finished the first 4 ounces. So that's all the notes I have. And so I'll show you, I've been stripping it like this. These are little, and then I just spin these. And I have them separated into my plies are separated into Ziploc bags. And I'm going to, this is the first bobbin. And I had 2 bobbins that already had a lot of fiber on it from the first 4 ounces. Oops, sorry. I had like that much. And these bobbins are from Anchor Works. So if you like those, you can check Anchor Works out. They have a Ravelry group. I can put it on the screen. And I will show you my wheels right here. So this is the first 4 ounces. It's beautiful. I'd really like to make socks out of this. So that's what I'm hoping for. And even if it's not fingering weight, sock weight. I think I'll be able to make some kind of socks out of it, but maybe even a partial pair. But yeah, my goal with spinning is always to knit socks. So that's what's going on with the spinning. I love this color. I'm just enjoying it very slowly. I don't have anything on any spindles. I wasn't too happy with my last project, so I gotta work on some more spindling. And oh, I do have a book that I'd like to talk about. Speaking of next, I always like to tell you guys what I'm up to or what I have planned. And a long time ago, a friend had gifted me a book. This is a men's knitting book. Simply Beautiful Sweaters for Men. And I know a lot of people don't show off too many men's patterns or men's books, so I'm going to. She got it for $4, it looks like, and I love it when they have yarn pictures. Choose from 21 stylish patterns, from relaxed casual sweaters to tailored vests and sporty pullovers. So this book is written in a certain way. They actually explain how to use it. Let's see. What year is this? I don't even know. I thought I saw it. Oh, 2001 is yeah. So this is not new. It's not a new book. And so what they're calling it is the Tricoder. See, they have a picture of their yarn shop. So the book has a feeling that it's really loved by this certain yarn shop. Cool vest, and you can change these all out. So it's called Tricoder Style. It's just beautiful. Who wouldn't want to have a room like this with all men's sweaters? They talk about how to knit a swatch and how to measure, which I'm going to read this chapter. This is they have a lot of information, and they go really into gauge. They go into shaping and how to measure each piece. So that's really cool. So I pulled this from my bookshelf. It's not new. And I really like these patterns. Let me show you. This pattern, probably not too much. Frank Sweater. It's called Frank Sweater. It's right here. Look at the neckline. It has a weird neckline. And I'm not crazy about funky necklines. So it's hard to show a book. Okay, so there's one sweater that I want to show you. And this is what I want to do next. Let's see, is it reflecting here? Let's see if you can't see it. Sorry, this is a sheen. This book has a sheen on it. And this is called Jay's Golfing Vest. It's great. That's a bulky pattern, and I think I would wear it to the grocery store. It does have a zipper, which I don't mind putting in a zipper. I won't be doing this part of the pattern because I don't have any golf clubs, but I don't golf anyways. I'm not that fancy. So, it looks like all the sweaters are named after people. This one's Evan's sweater. So, Larry's cabled cashmere pullover. Oh, I love that. That's a nice neckline. I don't have cashmere, but this sweater is beautiful. color and all. So it's a yarn that knits up to 4.5 stitches per inch. They do not tell you what weight of yarn to use in the pattern. I just go to Ravelry and see what other people did. My other issue with this is it looks like the shoulders are all picked up. I'm not sure how to do that part, but they did it pretty seamlessly. I have attempted cabled vests before and a cabled sweater with no luck. I got confused and ripped those out. Jay's silk pullover. That's like a waffle of some sort. That's really pretty. I would definitely wear that. I love one of my favorite details on a shirt is the button placket down the chest. I like that on me. And they've got some basic V-necks and some... This is Jay's ombre striped pullover. This looks like it's all seed stitch. And I do enjoy a V-neck. If I were to make this one, I would have to do it in different colors because my palette's not warm. As you can see around me, everything is blue. And then they have something called a sampler sweater, which I am in love with. I thought this was called a Gansey. That's my goal one day, is to make one of these sweaters. Like, that's... People say, like, what's your project that one day you wish you could make? And mine is one like this. I'd love to have that. I love everything about it. 4.25 stitches to 1 inch. So, I don't, is that worsted? Oh my god, I love that. I need to keep this book out because I keep saying I love all this stuff. And I'm not going to show every pattern. Here's another vest. Gorgeous. Like, what would you think about that in Karen Cakes? They didn't have the yarn when this book was made, but, like, I think it would work. That's a vest I would wear. Here's a colorwork vest, community project. It's nice. Okay. Wow, they have a lot of... I didn't even realize they had all these. I'm kind of going through it while I sit here with you. That's a cabled vest. And then there's another one here. This is a ribbed pullover, which, another one I love. I didn't realize I loved all these. Oops. Beautiful. I have no idea if this book is still available. You can get anything nowadays on Amazon. They threw in a throw blanket. And then this one is another ribbed pullover. Different. Color's different. I'd wear it. I could wear most of these now. I have to remember when you pick a size to knit a sweater that you're also adding ease, because if your chest is 36 and you knit a 36-inch sweater, it's just gonna be so tight on you. So that's where the extra inches. Pretty basic vest. They've got this one you already saw on the cover. I think that's about it. And then the very end of the book shows knitting basics, which is a lot of attaching and So, this has been on my mind. If you want to check it out, I would recommend going on Ravelry. On the front page of Ravelry, there's a little search engine right there, and you can actually scroll down and search books. And I would type in tricoder, that's right there, tricoder Simply Beautiful Sweaters for Men. So if you're looking for sweaters, that might be something that you like. The yarns are luxurious, and so that's all I have this week. I'm glad I was able to sit down and talk with you guys. I'm trying to keep this podcast on Fridays. Today's Monday, and today's my birthday. I'm 37, so get a lot of knitting done. Enjoy this nice weather. Hopefully, you guys all get nice weather, and talk to you later. Bye.